Hey guys, we're gonna go over just a couple quick tips for the practice for this weekend. So, question one, I don't have it, I'm on my phone, I'm not on a screen, but question one is like you really just need to know um, for the first part, right? There's kind of two big conceptual things happening in this problem. There's conservation of energy because we have that thing that is sliding down the ramp. So it's like dropping height and gaining speed. And then as soon as it leaves the table and it's flying through the air, remember that's a projectile. So for parts of this question, you're going to set up with conservation of energy. And then for other parts, you're going to set up with projectile motion, more specifically a horizontal projectile. So you got to remember when it leaves the table horizontally, that means that it starts with some horizontal x direction velocity and it has no y velocity at the beginning, right? And then those two key things with projectile motion, the horizontal velocity is constant and the vertical y direction velocity is changing. It's always changing at the same rate, which is our acceleration of gravity, which we round to -10, okay? So that's problem one. And then problem two, really the important thing is you need to know what the difference is between a open and closed system. So a closed system in physics is basically just means that there's no external forces acting on anything in whatever we've designated as our system. So that's why we used to draw that little circle for conservation of energy problems and we put stuff in there. If you list all the objects in there and there's no other forces coming from any other objects, you have a closed system. Okay? You have an open system. If there are external forces that's not part of your system, if there's things from outside your system affecting what's going on, then that's a open system. Okay? And then let's see, the other thing is anytime you have a closed system, just remember momentum will always be conserved. All right. So have a good time. Treat this like a practice on the AP exam, because now that we kind of know how that stuff is going to be set up. So if you take a piece of paper, for example, this blank sheet of paper, if that's the route that you're going to go on this one, we got to do a little bit of work so we can practice the writing. Remember, in the top corner, you want to put your AP ID and then your first and last initial, just as a way to kind of show that it is in fact you, and then work on actually getting all that stuff on paper so that you can take a nice clear and coherent picture of it. All right. So yeah, enjoy. We will meet Monday 9 a.m. like normal and go over this stuff. All right. Have a good weekend.